New rules are also being implemented to add some spice to what has been named The Voice Battle of Champions, which will premiere on February 23, 2026, when Kelly Clarkson, Adam Levine, and John Legend return as coaches on the NBC singing show's forthcoming 29th season. During the blind auditions, the coaches will compete against one another in a triple-turn competition for the first time ever. The goal is to score as many three-chair turns as possible. For the fights round, the victorious coach will receive a super steal that will enable them to block other coaches' attempts to hire an artist. Each coach will also bring back 2 artists from their previous teams for head-to-head sing-offs during the knockout stages, if that wasn't a significant enough shift. A second appearance in the season 29 finals is assured for the coach with the most sing-off victories. A new voting block composed of former The Voice contestants and die-hard fans will also be included. During the semi-finals and finale, they will be able to vote in real time for their season 29 contestants, joining the in-studio audience. Following the introduction of the Carson callback card by host Carson Daly in the current season 28, the format of the show has changed. The veteran MC, who has hosted the show since its inception in 2011, was able to give artist Ryan Mitchell another opportunity to try out for the coaches thanks to the additional authority, and Reba McEntire eventually hired him for her team. Through Getty Images, Trey Patton /NBCU, Photobank /NBC Universal, the mic drop button, which enables coaches to choose one performer from each team to compete for the chance to perform at the Rose Parade in January, was also introduced during the current season. Reinvention is nothing new to Kelly Clarkson. From her early days as America's first Idol champion on a brightly illuminated stage to her development into a formidable coach, talk show host, and industry legend, her influence is still felt in television and music today. However, nothing energizes the fan base more than her appearance on The Voice. Fans have been eagerly awaiting her return to the recognizable red chair after she took a sabbatical to rebalance her personal and professional lives. The anticipation is officially over now that her return date has been made public. And it's not even the most important news. Her return will be one of the most daring format modifications the competition series has ever tried, according to network insiders. Kelly Clarkson is returning to the show just as it is ready to undergo a radical change in appearance and feel. Her name alone is electrifying. However, her timing, it's seismic. A return years of development. Kelly's departure from The Voice was deliberate rather than accompanied by much fanfare. She required time to concentrate on her talk show, her family, her health, and the reconstruction of her personal life following a trying period. However, spectators sensed her absence right away. Without her signature comedy, harsh honesty, and unrivaled insights, the show's ratings, fan reactions, and vibe quietly changed. So when there were whispers that she was negotiating a comeback, the word got out like wildfire. At last, the formal date was set. In late February, Kelly Clarkson will return to The Voice for the spring 2026 cycle, which is a great opportunity to reset the program as it enters a new age. This goes beyond a simple return. It's a new beginning. Producers were aware that they needed her. One of the main characteristics of the contemporary voice era has long been Kelly. She instructs with a blend of tactical genius and humanity that is rarely seen on the show. Her ability to anchor people emotionally while elevating their artistic abilities is praised by contestants. Her blend of lighthearted competition and maternal love is highly admired by her fans. What about the producers? When they see it, they know it's chemistry. Behind closed doors, the network had been laying out a new course for The Voice, one that called for a recognizable yet dynamic presence that could draw viewers in and keep up with new developments. The first and only option was Clarkson. Internal discussions took on a different tone as soon as she was confirmed. Her comeback wasn't merely a cast announcement. Rather, it became the defining characteristic of the season. A novel format. And how Kelly helped introduce it. The Voice has had a consistent format for over 10 years. Blind auditions, battles, knockouts, and live shows. The essence stayed the same even when the show made small changes. However, producers realized that contemporary music competition viewers want greater narrative depth, connection, and unpredictability. The new format twist has arrived. For the first time in the franchise's history, The Voice is implementing a hybrid coaching style. This season, rather than each coach merely assembling their own squad, includes 1. The coach who turns their chair will not be the one automatically assigned to shared pool drafting talent. Rather, every coach that turns their chair will participate in a timed drafting competition where competitors make their selections, but with a twist. Coaches will need to employ timing and intellect in addition to charm as they bid utilizing new strategic tokens. 2. The impact of live fans in the early rounds during blind auditions week. Fans will have their first say in who makes each coach's final squad. Results will be shaped by ranking preferences and real-time polls, resulting in a revolutionary transition between recorded episodes and live engagement. 3. Rotation power of the team. A degree of unpredictability never previously seen on the program will be created by giving each coach a one-time rotation power that will enable them to switch contestants with another coach. Kelly was the perfect coach to assist in launching these changes because of her background as a thinker and performer. Her vivacious enthusiasm, sharp wit, and spirit of competition make sure that spectators aren't overwhelmed by the new format. The producers required a seasoned individual who could charismatically control turmoil. Kelly was also prepared. From Kelly Clarkson's point of view, a time of rebirth, she hasn't officially discussed her return on camera, but people familiar with the project believe she has multiple motivations. The dynamic intensity of coaching was something she missed. The challenge of developing new talent escaped her. She also missed the natural humor and energy that live TV brings. Above all, she is returning as a fresh and improved version of herself. Kelly is starting a personal renaissance after years of reconstruction. She is more creative, self-assured, and emotionally stable. Her public persona has never been more adored, her talk show's popularity skyrocketed, and her music career was revitalized with new studio sessions. It is deliberate to return to The Voice now. She is once again taking charge of her own destiny. The fans' reaction. Intense excitation. Social media exploded as soon as entertainment insiders revealed Kelly's homecoming date. The return of a coach they saw as the heart of the modern show was celebrated by longtime watchers, who flocked to comment sections. Iconic coaching moments, such as her intense confrontations with Blake Shelton, her well-timed comic jabs, her emotional mentoring sessions, and her reputation as the coach who always prioritizes candidates, swiftly reappeared on fan pages. Kelly's humanity, not only her voice, is what sets her apart. Her understanding of the highs and lows of competitiveness is evident to viewers. They are aware that she appreciates sincerity. They also have faith in her. Fans think she will be the perfect anchor for the show's biggest revamp, yet because of this trust, industry insiders forecast a rise in ratings. The Voice's spring cycle is already expected to see a significant increase in viewership, according to entertainment pundits. Although Kelly's reappearance naturally draws attention, the new format modifications make it even more noticeable. Younger audiences are drawn in by live fan interaction. A sense of a reality game show is added by the competitive bidding method. Drama and unpredictability are introduced by the team rotation power. Additionally, Kelly's presence keeps everything in balance, guaranteeing that recurring viewers will feel rooted in the same vibes even when the program ventures into new areas. This is a deliberate relaunch of the franchise, not just a change in the cast. Possible modifications to Kelly's coaching approach. Under the new regulations, Kelly has always been a heartfelt, humorous, and incredibly astute coach. However, her typical strategy is probably going to change now that team trades, fan influence, and bidding tokens are on the table. 1. A stronger focus on versatility. She might choose competitors who can flourish in changing environments. Singers who are emotionally and stylistically flexible. 2. Increased knowledge of strategy. Although Kelly has always been an intelligent coach, her tactical timing will be put to the test this season. When should I place my bid? When should I trade? When should I be cautious? 3. Strengthening emotional assistance. Kelly is renowned for providing emotional support that calms even the most nervous performers, which is necessary for contestants entering a more unexpected format. 4. Creating a harmonious team in the face of chaos. Kelly will probably place a higher priority on creating teams with narrative arcs, Singers whose stories combine to create a potent group journey, even with the addition of additional factors. Why Kelly's comeback is important for the legacy of the show. Reinvention is crucial for a series that is about to reach its second decade. However, innovation that lacks emotional coherence may drive away devoted followers. Kelly connects innovation and tradition. She embodies The Voice's contemporary period while simultaneously projecting the authority of someone who is very familiar with competition. She used to be a hopeful competitor. She is aware of the risks. She is aware of the pressure. Her presence serves to remind viewers why The Voice was important in the first place. Not tricks or ploys, but change. Human narratives. Development of the arts. Now that the format has been updated, she will lead the upcoming generation over a terrain that has been altered by fan engagement and strategy. A season set to mark a significant event, The Voice's Spring 2026 season won't be just another episode. Kelly Clarkson is the franchise's cornerstone as it embarks on a daring new trajectory. The date of her homecoming represents more than just scheduling. It's the point at which the program regains the passion that characterized its finest years. It symbolizes the fusion of creativity and compassion. It represents the victorious return of a woman whose voice, both literally and figuratively, has influenced a whole generation. As February draws near, the excitement only intensifies. The stage has been altered. A reimagined format is prepared for release. In the middle of it all is a crimson chair that has been set aside for a single woman who has repeatedly shown that she makes every stage she touches better.